Hello everyone, I'm Gus. I'm a second-year PhD student in the Delta Lab at Northwestern University. Today, I'll be presenting the work my collaborators and I did at UC San Diego over the past year. Teams allow diverse individuals to come together and do more work than any one person could do alone. Forming teams is often done randomly or with characteristics like skill diversity, domain knowledge, or management style. While these methods have merits, they often fail to surface intangible, yet important factors for successful collaboration, like rapport, trust, or familiarity. To account for these important factors, prior research introduced the concept of team dating. Team dating is based on speed dating, where people have short interactions with potential teammates before committing to a long-term team. While team dating has proven useful in online context, it remains difficult to facilitate it in person, like in a classroom, where students need to physically move around. While an instructor could verbally tell students to form groups, that does not assure that they will meet and interact with new people. To support team dating in in-person settings, we built Proto Teams, a new social computing system that leverages personal mobile devices to rapidly form groups, to deliver discussion prompts to participants, and to collect peer assessments. Here's how it works.
To help people get to know each other, the app consists of a series of activities focusing on facilitating small group interaction. For each round of an activity, new groups are assigned so people can dynamically meet new members and broaden their connections. Every round follows these stages. First, group formation. Participants are assigned a group and a corresponding colored shape displayed on their phones. Participants then form groups by finding others with the same icon. Second, group interaction. Groups participate in a timed activity that can be customized by the facilitator in advance. Lastly, assessment. Each member reflects on the group interaction and assesses how well they got to know each of their team members.
As you could see from the video, it gets chaotic to coordinate large in-person crowds, to form new groups, and to interact with new people every few minutes. Proto Teams helps participants navigate the space using their phones, making it enjoyable for both participants and facilitators. To evaluate the system, we deployed Proto Teams 9 times in project-based classes which included design, science, engineering, and business. We worked with instructors to set up the team dating activity according to their preferences in terms of amount of rounds, time per round, and people per group. In total, 406 students used Proto Teams before choosing teammates for a long-term project. We collected system log data, pre-post survey responses, observations, and interviews. We were interested in the question of what behaviors and reactions emerged during in-class deployments of Proto Teams. We found that students enjoyed the team dating activity because they got to interact with new people. One student talked about how it brings up new conversations that they wouldn't have had before. And meeting all these people was fun. This was a very common reaction. We also found that groups formed very fast. It took on average about 1 minute to get people in groups after showing the shape color symbols. And as you can see from the graph, people got faster at forming teams as the session went on. Participants appreciated how Proto Teams provides discussion prompts. They say it was a great way to learn about people. But they also wanted more constructive activities to work together, something like a puzzle. About 70% of participants failed to discern between group members when assessing them. Some attributed that to time because they only interacted for 5 minutes. Others said it was difficult to remember students after so many rounds. This work offers a preliminary study of how technology can mediate rapid, small group interactions in in-person settings. If you're curious about more of our findings, like how Proto Teams influence teammate selection, we encourage you to check out our paper. We see lots of areas for future work, like exploring how team dating can be made more accessible for different social settings and audiences, or designing new activity prompts to simulate team cooperation scenarios, or even creating algorithms that suggest team configurations based on assessment data. If you have thoughts on these or other questions, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching this presentation and the NSF for supporting this work.